Okay, so I really wanted to play this video because the fire part, alright? Because that's the main important thing, I think. Now, I didn't record all the parts where they're talking about aliens and hybrids and that there's, they got locations of breeding sections and places, right? For crossbreeding. Alright? So, for one, the aliens they speak of, right, are hybrids, okay? And the hybrids are what's alien? The alien's AI, alright? And what others call aliens would be the fallen angels or reptilians or serpent, whatever you want to call them, right? Right there's they're doing hybriding and crossing genes and da da da, which is kind of part of what's going on in the world right now. Gene editing. Don't do it. Don't get your. Don't do that. Don't do that. So yeah, aliens are not more than AI and such.
Congressman, but I'm wondering, kind of how you react to that. I don't have the tinfoil hat on just yet, Congressman, but I'm wondering, kind of how you react to that because you are connected. You're on the UFO subcommittee. I mean, I'm just wondering what you make of that. Have you heard anything like that?
Now listen to what he says. All right, don't worry about the alien thing or whatever. All right, just listen to this part real quick. All right, and it's interesting because he almost slipped up and said, "Fire."
Well, I'm still a member of Congress, so I can't really comment too much on what Matt said. But I will say this.
Wait, seriously? Are you being serious, or is that
I'm being 100% serious? Okay. I'm being 100% serious. I've been briefed by just about every alphabet agency there is. And I'll just tell you this. If they would release the things that I've seen, you would stay up. You'd be up at night worrying about or thinking about this stuff. We just need to disclose.
Yeah, he's right too. Everyone would be. They would be. And if they were told all this information all at the same time, they'd go nuts. They'd go mad. Because their mind couldn't comprehend. It'd be too much for them. Like, it'd overload and short circuit and, yeah, chaos. It'd be worse than what's already going to happen. So.
And all. I'm sick of it. Well, I was briefed. I'll just tell you this. I was briefed last week on an issue, or excuse me, 2 weeks ago, and it would have set the Earth on
It would have set the what? Earth on what?
This country would have come unglued. I'll just tell you this. I was briefed last week on an issue, or excuse me, 2 weeks ago, and it would have set the Earth on. This country would have come unglued, I think, if they would have heard all that I heard. They would demand answers, and we need to. But it's never.
So why would it catch on? People would go crazy, because if people knew the truth, they'd get angry, which would drive them away from the truth even more. And with all that evilness built up inside people, and all those things that they say inside their head or tell people, man, they're lucky because I'd be in jail. They're lucky there's law. They're lucky there's this. If it wasn't for this or that, I'd already done get that motherfucker. Well, guess what? Pretty soon, they ain't gonna have no choice but to do the things that they claim that they would do if it wasn't for this, and that. Just saying. Because when they get told this truth, you think they're gonna really care about repercussions of law? Probably not. More than likely not. But what they should worry about is not man laws, but God's laws. Those are the ones that they should be worried about. And you know that none of these people have wisdom. Because that starts with fearing the wrath of God, which they do not. They think it's a joke. Well, it's not going to be a joke pretty soon. Because when they look in that sky and that fire touches them, sad face.
Unfortunately, it just keeps getting covered up, and the people that know are dying or disappearing, as the case may be.
Wow.
And for the record, I'm not suicidal, and I don't take risks.
I'm glad you said that. I'm speechless, Congressman. We
You
will
should
have you
be.
back.
You should be. And I
I
told
am.
the president, release it all. And the problem is, the people that are around the president don't know and the president doesn't know the questions to ask. A few of us are going to have to get with the president and tell him what he needs to ask and where he needs to look. I mean, we're in meetings and they give addresses and tell locations of items, I'll just say. And the public has a right to know, dadgummit. It's your tax dollars.
Absolutely.
Let's get it out there.
You got my attention, Congressman.
He said, you have the right to know because it's your tax dollars. What is it that the people are funding? You know, what item or items is he talking about? So what is the right questions? You know, what is he getting at? Is he getting at that there's a certain evil that's about to be released? And everyone was a part of it by funding it and not standing up and standing aside and just not question to the right places that need to be questioned other than amongst ourselves. I wonder what's coming. Or shall I say, I wonder what's here that the whole world has to experience soon. Not just one country, not one island, not one desert, one forest, one mountain. The world. Yeah.
I appreciate you being as forthcoming as you have been tonight, and we look forward to having you back. Look, I know Donald Trump wants to disclose something. He hasn't done it yet, but I think he wants to be the president to do that. Tim Burchett, thank you.